needs to say something.
I'm out of breath.
I sound like gayer than
I'm
usual.
like, yeah,
okay.
dude, I feel
it's the
like
sunglasses.
it's the boyfriend. I meant about the sound. I'm just gonna address how I'm currently.
That's how I feel about the sound.
Holy shit.
Hello, and welcome to Did You Mean to Say That, the podcast where we did not mean to say that. I'm your co-host, Bobby.
And I'm your co-host, Erin.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to episode 8.
Welcome to episode 8.
I feel like weird not addressing what's going on in, like, the world right now. But also, like, this podcast is not the place where you come to get, like, current events, news, or politics, or anything like that. So I've been trying to, like, decide if I'm going to say anything about it or, like, what. But I think a la Pete Davidson cold open on SNL sketch, I feel very much like people need something to, like, find joy or find some type of relief, comedic relief, like, just something lighthearted. Like, if we can be that for you, like, I hope, you know, that this can be that. So I just will briefly say, like, I always say I'm Jewish, and my family's Jewish. I'm racially Jewish, not religiously. And I just think that you can be Jewish and against terrorism. You can be Jewish and stand with Palestine. You can be Jewish and be anti-Zionist. You can be Jewish and against genocide. And I think you should be. I think what bothers me about it and why I just haven't really wanted to talk about it at all is, like, I felt the same way kind of about, like, when Russia invaded Ukraine. Like, the Western media's and our government's, like, response to it was to be like, we stand with Ukraine, like, so outspoken about it. And it's just like, they never do that for Palestine, who has been going through this forever. And it's like, they just don't matter. Like, their lives literally don't matter. So publicly, I would like to say, I don't speak for both of us, but I do stand with Palestine, and it all sucks and it's fucked up. And I don't really know, like, again, you don't come to this podcast for anything political, but it felt weird to not say it. And who better to talk about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict than the Did You Mean to Say That podcast?
I can't think of anyone specifically.
It's obviously not funny, but again, like I said, like, you know, comedy is a relief, and
for sure,
there's so many just, like, horrible, like, ideas and arguments, and people feel unsafe, and, like, there's doom scrolling and horrible images, and it's like, this is something you can do on your phone. That's not that. And with that being said,
enjoy today's episode.
We are behind schedule because we had to be actual friends off camera and, like, talk for a little bit. We haven't seen each other in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So
we didn't go to Kickball this Sunday, and they won. Coincidence? I wouldn't say so.
Congratulations to the Dykes.
I love them.
Love them. Did I ever tell you how Jared came to practice that one time? Wait, hold on. Okay, Jared
I think you did.
Came to practice and Slade, by the way. He doesn't watch this, and I hate that because he, like, is kind of like a YouTube guy. Like, he loves, like, Cody Co.
Jared.
Or he used to. Anyway, he came and we're saying, someone said, like, Dykes on 3 or whatever, and we're about to, like, do the thing. And I heard him say something, and right before we're about to, I go, it's okay, you can say it. And we do it. And then he texted me in hope after. Not to derail, but quick question. Am I overthinking it for not wanting to say the kickball team name out loud? Someone said, it's okay, you can say it. And it jogged high school memories of white kids asking me if they could use the N-word. I said, oh my God, it was me who said you can say it. And Hope said, I do feel like Dykes isn't a bad word. I said, I think as an ally playing on a mostly lesbian kickball team, when we're saying you can fully say it, when we're cheering for your team, I think it's okay.
For sure.
Like, the lesbians said, you can say it if you would like, well, we cheer for our queer kickball team.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just, like, the funniest thing ever.
Speaking of Jared, kind of, I just, like, have to say at this point, I know we already talked about it, but I want my refund from Drake. Like,
yeah,
he's holding on to our money.
$400 is what we each paid almost.
Almost, yeah.
Which means that one of us, me, paid over $2,000,
mm-hmm.
and he's just... Not he, but, like, I can't actually.
It has to be him. There's no way his, like, label and, like, Ticketmaster and Live Nation, whatever, are, like, yeah, like, it's fine. Just, like, postpone the shows and not give any money back because that's not a good look for them.
I can't remember if I went over my theories or not, but I think they're... Bless you, baby girl.
Goes in tight.
I think they're, like, fighting over, like, what to do. The only reason they haven't announced that it's canceled is because they're probably
Going back
fighting
and
with
forth.
him being like, you're contractually obligated to do these shows. And he's like, I didn't want to go to Columbus, Ohio. What are you talking about?
Right.
I don't know. I can't
Either way,
actually talk about the Drake of it all ever again.
I just had to say it because it's getting annoying. Like, actually,
Yeah, it's
for
insane.
Me. Yeah.
Like,
I'm so
you
over
at least
missing
need
the
to
show.
come
Like,
out
I
with
don't
a
care.
reason why you haven't canceled it. Like, you need to say something.
Right.
Not even him. Like, genuinely, Ticketmaster needs to say something. Like, you have my money.
And also, like, we were in positions where we were able to pay for it and we're not, like, whatever. But a lot of people probably really, like, worked super hard.
So many people bought flights, hotels. I mean, obviously, I bought a non-refundable hotel. How many fucking people did that? Like,
Right.
it's just crazy.
It's
just crazy.
It's disrespectful.
It really is. And you know what? I've been wanting to say this, and I haven't. And I hate to be that guy. I actually don't hate to be that guy. I love to be that guy. If he
Okay.
was a woman...
Oh, my God.
He would never live this down.
No.
Like, only the corner of the internet who was going to Columbus is talking about this. Like, no one is talking about the fact that he just canceled his last 3 shows after rescheduling them twice. Like,
Yep.
what?
I agree.
And
like,
it's just like...
it would be
Taylor
on Pop
Swift would
Crave.
never.
It would be
Exactly.
in all the...
And Taylor Swift would never.
She would literally... She's only canceled, like, 1 show in her entire career.
And she probably made a whole thing about it. Like, oh,
Probably wrote a
I'm
song
so,
about it. That's
I'm
what
so
Maroon's
sorry.
about.
You don't even do as much work as Beyonce or Taylor Swift. You don't even perform for as long as they do. You don't even go to as many cities as they do. And, like, they still, like, wouldn't miss a show. Beyonce canceled, like, 1 show. And I still don't know why. But, like, they immediately got all their money back. And she talked about it.
It's
So,
disrespectful.
It's crazy. Fuck you, Drake.
Anyway, I wrote, Drake, I need a refund, ho.
I want to discuss something very near and dear to my heart. And that is Bad Bunny's new album.
Okay, I still haven't listened, so I can't chime in, but I can only imagine.
Let me just get my clout up for a minute. Let me just clout farm really quickly. My cousin, essentially, my step cousin, but she's been my stepmom since I can remember. Like, founded Bad Bunny, essentially. Like, him and his friends started, like, a record label that he works for in Puerto Rico, and he is signed to them. He is friends with him, like, genuinely. Like, I am, like, 2 degrees of separation away from fucking Bad Bunny. Do you understand that?
I do.
My sister got free Bad Bunny Crocs, and so did my brother. And I'm literally they're not watching this. I'm literally livid that my family didn't think to get me a pair. Like, that's sick.
You need to be more vocal about your love for
I have
him.
been. I have corrected
And she
them.
has always said that.
I've
loves
always
Bad
said
Bunny.
that. They just didn't know.
Are they
My
still dating?
stepmom is Puerto Rican, by the way. I, like, didn't say any of that. I forgot. She prefers, like, Latin music. And she's why I love Shakira the way that I do. Like, that's, like, what I grew up on. And, oh,
You already know
God.
what's playing in my head. The one with Carol G.
TR or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yep.
Me and her, when him and Kendall first got together, were like, I've been on the fence about them. I did see them at Drake, I think, is where we saw that video of them, and they were really cute. And, like, if he's
Yeah, it was
happy,
Drake.
I'm happy. Like, I would just, the way
I'd be
that
happy too if I
would
got to see
die
a
for
fucking
him.
Drake concert.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
sorry, one
too.
swear.
Oh, yeah, drink. I said I was going to try to not cuss in this episode, and if I do drink on my 75 hard journey.
Well, they are dead from alcohol
I
poisoning
know, I
by
literally
now.
forgot
and
that
we're
I was
10
supposed to be
minutes
doing
in.
that. Wait, but I texted my stepmom and I was like, did you hear the album? Love all his albums to date, but have not checked the one he just released. Did you? And when she first sent that, I was like, did AI type that? Like, what?
That's what I was
It
thinking.
was so weird. I said, yes, and he addresses his ex-girlfriend on Gracias por Nada, and she cheated on him.
Damn. Who cheats on
So
cheats on
now I'm
anyone?
on board with him dating Kendall, LOL. And then she said, we'll definitely have to check it out. And then she said, I need to ask Choo Choo if there are plans for a tour next year. We need to see him perform live. And I said, definitely let me know. Like, he's gotten them, like, floor seats. Like, just, here you go. Come to tonight's show. and he's obviously going to tour this album. But anyway, here's
Well,
my
let me
official stance on the
know.
album. It's 22 songs long, which is way too many. There are too many features. He should have gone double platinum with no features like J. Cole. I hate all the songs that have features on them. All the songs that don't have features on them are incredible. There's too many of them, but like it fucks, and I love it so much.
Nice.
But what I want to say about The Girlfriend is that when they first got together, my stepmom and I were talking, and we were like, you know, I don't really know about this. And we were saying, like, he's been with his girlfriend for so long. Like, I think they might even be engaged. Like, he was with her, like, before it all and, like, brought her with him. And they've been together for, like, 6 years or something. And they were, like, in love. And that's why we were so, like, oh, like, what the fuck? And, you know, Kendall, you know, with the Kardashian Jenners.
Right.
And now, I mean, the song is, like, she did him dirty. He's literally saying, thanks for nothing. And he's saying, like, now you'll get nothing from me. No dick, no Prada. I saw all the texts, and I was paying
dick,
for
no
it
Prada.
all. Yeah, it's hot.
Fire. I need to listen.
And then the last song is, like, to Kendall, basically, saying, like, I'm, like, down to fall in love again. Like, it's sexy. It's, like, very sexual.
Ooh.
And it's called A Preview. Preview.
Okay.
So it's like about like what's maybe to come, and it's really
kind
cute.
of like his Begin Again, if you will.
Yeah,
it's the last song on Red.
Exactly. It's literally just like that.
That's
and
beautiful.
And now I'm like, okay, like I'm into it. It's super cute, and fuck that bitch. He literally says in one of the lines that he was paying for it all. Like, just she's going out with the shit he bought her. She's using his money basically. I mean, she didn't have any. So
That's
fuck
crazy.
that bitch. Bad Bunny, I love you. If you're watching, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video.
And for being so hot.
Ugh, would die.
I was going to say something about the White Claw. I'm trying not to drink during the week. We did have drinks at Twin Peaks because my dad and Devin were there, and it's Megan's birthday on Wednesday. But the other night I was drinking a White Claw, and I was trying to look at the ingredients. Do you know what the first ingredient in White Claw is?
Water.
No. It's called not a significant source of total fat, which is clearly just like an FDA approved code word for some crazy shit. Read it. Like, it's not just saying that as a thing. That's the ingredients.
No, babe. The ingredients are over here.
Oh.
It's literally just listing the things that it's not a significant source of.
Oh, I didn't read farther.
Yeah, it lists all the things it's
The
not
other
a
night.
source of.
Wait, dietary fiber, protein, those are not ingredients.
Yeah.
Oh. Purified carbonated water.
Right.
Okay.
So that's...
Anyway, I am going to drink
that
this
topic
White
off the list.
But on that topic,
So fun to not drink during the week. Love that.
well, I am today, like I said, but the rest of the week I won't. And I've been going to the gym almost every day. I went last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I did not drink Wednesday or Thursday.
Which leads me
Which is when I
to,
started this health journey.
What is this little pill that you're taking?
So they're called Pure for Men Stay Ready. And they're like fiber pills, but like they make... Sorry, guys. But when you go to the restroom, it makes it like easy.
Yeah. It doesn't make you go. It makes it more comfortable to go.
And like... Yeah. So it's good for people that...
This is such a funny conversation to have when you're family friendly.
Yeah.
Can't say anything.
When you enjoy activities down south.
Well, if you're out there and you're getting absolutely railed, go
Call me.
ahead and head on over to our sponsor for today's episode.
Pure for Men.
Pure for Men.
And I use the Stay Ready ones.
And he uses the Stay Ready ones.
And, okay.
Use code Bobby for 15% off.
Okay, but anyway, I've been taking those for a couple of weeks, and I just feel like healthier and not like bloated as often.
Oh,
and
God. Should I take them?
you can take like one.
Do they have Stay Ready for women?
Probably.
I
But
can
what
get
are-
fucked in the ass.
I know, it's crazy. It's like they're like a gay thing though, obviously.
Right. I mean, are they a queer brand or like a gay men
Like if
brand?
you
Like,
take
do
it and
they
you're not a gay white male, you'll pass
explode?
out. No, but they're great. And I've been going to the gym for what some
Are
are
they
calling
pills
4 days
or
now.
gummies? What's some calling?
They're pills. But I'm sure they make gummies like
Yeah,
that.
totally. Why wouldn't they? Who doesn't these days?
Anyway, so I'm kind of just trying to be
On
on
a
a
health journey. I
journey.
love that. I'm gonna come with you.
Yeah,
Just
actually.
for those of you who don't know, I love volleyball. It's literally like no one. Absolutely no one.
Did you know I played
No one said a
volleyball really
word.
late
I've
the other
actually
night?
been playing volleyball lately.
Yeah,
Did
she
you
has.
guys know?
But she hates kickball.
I fucking hate kickball. Yeah, I don't want to. Sorry, Cole. So I have been just having so much fun. And like, people have always told me, like, the only way you're ever really going to, like, consistently stay active is if you find a physical activity that you like. Like, it's not, like, if you don't enjoy working out, then, like, you're not going to get yourself to just work out begrudgingly forever. Like, if you actually want to, like, actually stick with it and stay consistent, like, find something you enjoy doing that just happens to be a physical activity. And that's how I feel about the volleyball of it all. Like, I'll go a couple times a week and I'll play for like 3 fucking hours and I'm having so much fun. I'm not losing any weight, but it is making me feel better. And now we're switching to indoor because it's cold, which I'm really worried about. Which leads me to my very next topic, and it is that I'm doing so badly. I am not okay. I don't want to talk too much about seasonal depression because, like, been there, done that. Or maybe I should. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like so many people minimize it. And
I think people minimize it because so many people have it that, like, people are like, oh, it's just, like, blah, blah, blah. But,
if
like,
you call it the winter blues around me, I will literally snap your neck off. Like, I want to kill myself. This isn't like... Anyway... Yeah, that's the thing, though, is, like, I feel like a lot of people deny it. Like...
It's like Lyme disease. I'm sorry.
Your body needs vitamin D, and the sun produces vitamin
Have you been
D, and
taking
the
vitamin
sun
D?
is gone. I take vitamin D year-round.
Cool.
And it's to the point, though, where it's, like, not helping, nothing's helping. I take B and D. I've been taking ashwagandha, only at night, though. I take vitamin C pretty regularly, so I just don't know what to do. I'm, like... All I want to do is be asleep. I feel like I'm like a zombie. Like I'm like on autopilot. Like I'm so numb to everything. Like I don't want to do anything. And it's like not even, it's barely fall.
Well, I'm sorry, first of all. Also, guys, don't minimize seasonal depression because it is real. And I don't think Erin's actually going to off herself, which is why I didn't like react like, oh my God, like let's go to the hospital right now. But like... It is real, and I am sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
But
I'm just going to try to, like, fight through it, because if there's one thing I know about depression is when you feel yourself slipping into a depressive episode, like, you have to use, like, all of your strength and might to, like, do, like, one thing that you, like, not succumb to it. Like, if you can, like, catch it before it gets there, like, that's the only thing that can save me. Like, if I'm, like... oh, I'm so tired. I'm feeling myself getting really tired. I'll have to like use all of my strength and will to like get up and do chores or like get up, go to the gym, just like get out of the house, like do it even though you don't fucking want to. And that's really hard, obviously, but I'm just gonna try.
You will try and you will survive the winter. But I also want to say,
do.
I also want to say like this sounds so like, I don't know, like yippee, but like. I don't know what yippee means, but you get the vibe. I don't know. It sounds like dumb, but like I mean it. I feel like it's also about like the words you use, like because if you're always like
the self-talk,
yeah, like the self-talk and like
of it all.
Because like self-talk leads into like your perspective of it all too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have that battle every day, but it feels so good and fun to just be.
But does it really? Ultimately?
A little.
I think instead of being like, oh my God, like I want to die, I'm so tired, be like
reprogramming, reframing, manifesting. I'm familiar with it all.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Well, do it.
I know. There's so many things I need to do, but it's just hard.
It is hard. I'm not minimizing that because obviously I don't suffer with like depression like you do. But like that is something that like does help me in general.
And it's crazy because I really like don't until it's cold. Like I feel like I have like episodes where like I'll feel like I very much have like numb type of depression. Like I very much have like I can't feel happy or sad or anything. Like I don't really have like I don't want to kill myself actually. Like I don't have like that type of depression. I just have like the
blobness. The
gray blob and the rolling down in the commercial for Zoloft depression where it's just like, I'm here.
Well, I want to say like it's important to also talk about. So maybe like if we talk through it and like little positive self-talk and all the things. The new gym might help too. Like like you said, like making yourself do those things. Because once you're working out, like you will feel good.
I do feel so much better when I eat right and I work out.
Mm-hmm.
I think the hypochondria of it all too, like the anxiety feeds into the depression, and like when I am taking care of myself, I have way less anxiety because so much of my anxiety is health rooted.
For
like
sure.
when I'm feeling good and I feel like I can tell myself when I'm having something like that, like you're in good shape, you're taking care of yourself, you probably don't have strokes right now or whatever. Like, it helps.
You don't have strokes right now is crazy. But yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So let's encourage each other to get through this winter, and I'm here for you always. Yeah. Obviously.
I think, and this is something I was talking to Mackenzie about last night, is like I am so fiercely independent. Like I just
like I don't think you would ever text me and be like, I'm having a hard time, like
ever.
But you should.
And I just don't
because we do I'll do
I just
that.
feel like I think a lot of people like feel like they need to hold that stuff in, or like they're a burden.
And I know you don't
like,
feel like that.
I don't feel like that way at all. Like I really just never feel the urge to talk about it or like feel like I need to. Like I just really do feel like such a self-soothing, self-sufficient person that I'm just like, yeah, I took care of that. I don't know. I already talked about it earlier with myself. But that's what I was telling you. Like when you write songs and stuff, like you can have a tendency to feel like I already dealt with that with myself.
But you're only getting your own perspective.
Exactly. And I really should open up about things, I guess.
You should.
I know I should.
You know
I don't really know how to like do it because like I said in the moment, like I don't have the like it's not like something that I'm saying like, oh, I should reach out to my friends, and then I'm like, no, I shouldn't.
Right.
Like I
you
just
don't
not
think
even something
to
that crosses my mind. So I guess I'll just have to like try to think about it.
But at the same time, you do usually express it to your friends just in a different way.
Yeah. What's your next topic for real? I'm ready to get off this.
Okay, well, I love you.
I love you too. This just like actually could get into like therapy, and I'm past that.
What's your favorite song right now?
Mr. October by Bad Bunny.
I knew it was going to be Bad Bunny.
What's yours?
I don't know.
Are you serious? That was one of your fucking topics to just ask me what mine was?
Mm-hmm. Is that all right? If I had to pick...
And you do.
Bejeweled? I don't know. Oh, you know what?
What's like your on repeat?
Oh, let me see.
Let's look at our on repeat. I'm going to tell this story just really quickly. For fucking years, I hated Spotify because what I love about Spotify now is like all the curation, like the way that they can just like read you and know your shit. And like I used to use Apple Music and Spotify, so I just didn't listen to Spotify enough for it to like get to know me. So it was always suggesting like off the wall shit, and I was just like, I wish it just understood me better. Like it just really doesn't get it. And I know I need to use it more. I need to put the work in, but like it just doesn't understand me at all, to the point where it's like giving me shit that I fucking hate. Like it's crazy. And then I started saying like, my Discover Weekly is like what like a douchebag would listen to. Like it's like it thinks that I am like a hipster new age douchebag. Like it's like crazy what it suggests me. And then I fucking found out that I was listening to someone else's Discover Weekly who I went to high school with,
which I didn't even know you could do.
Who's like, he is a music snob, but like he has a great taste in music. It's just like it's giving like music snob. Like I would never indulge in that. Like it's like do
I won't
you really
even
like this, or do you want to be different? Like you don't like this. He probably does. He's so cool. But I was literally listening to fucking someone else's Discover Weekly based on what he's listening to.
I have a funny Spotify story.
Yeah?
So my Spotify got hacked. So like I was listening to music and it kept changing to a different like song, different device. And it was, again, songs like I would never listen to. And I was like, what is going on? Like someone's on my shit. Some of my playlists are getting deleted. So then I make a playlist and title it, Get the Fuck Off My Spotify. This person makes a playlist and said, oh shit, my bad, I got this off of whatever, like it was some website or something. And I said, well, can you please get off? And they did. They got off my Spotify, I'm not kidding. I changed my password like later, but like they stopped listening at that moment.
That is so funny.
I know. I can't even make that up. It was crazy.
That's so fucking funny. Communicating things that Romeo and Juliet would have a stroke about.
Whatever. But I do have my favorite song
Which
right
I
now.
have a topic about, and I cannot wait.
My favorite song right now is Envy the Leaves by Madison Beer.
Mine's probably Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo, if I'm being for
so
real.
good.
I just looked at my repeat, and that's the #1 song.
Period. But
Well, I want to know what your on repeat is. Like, just like a little
Oh, yeah.
synopsis of it. And what's the top song?
the top song is All American Bitch by Olivia
Period.
Rodrigo.
We're so funny.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
Oh, bitch, I have no fucking idea. I think we should dress up on, like, the next episode and, like, all the ones that come out in October.
Yeah, we should.
But I have no idea what
I
to
dressed
be.
up like Bill Cosby today.
Right. Ugh. I have to find a costume for the SpongeBob party. Which you can't go to.
I can't. And that sucks.
My boyfriend
I might
just
be
got
able to,
home,
actually.
so there may be some noises on set. Yeah, and I just don't have much time to plan. Like, I kind of fucked up.
I've been so proactive this year on my costumes.
You know what you're being?
Yeah, I sent you pics.
Oh my god, you did, and they're so cute.
So I have the bunny. Then I got a Troy Bolton jersey. So I'm going to be Troy Bolton.
It was so cute. It's so funny.
I'm so excited. And I'll be so comfy too.
Yeah.
And then finally,
Wait on set.
Devin. And Devin's going to come to Birdcage one of the nights. And he's going to be a magician. And I'm going to be a bunny.
Totally. I just haven't a clue. Oh, you know what? I actually keep a list for moments just like this because every Halloween I forget what to be.
Like this,
I forget all the things that I've thought of through the year, so I started writing them down. I have Clueless, John Wick. That would be like
Clueless
something
would be
for
lit.
us to do. Matrix. Different Kanye bears I've always wanted to be in. Now I can never be that, so that sucks because that's one of my dream costumes.
I listened to Graduation yesterday.
Well, yeah, I listen to Kanye West all the time. Fucking sorry. I'm not going to stop. He's one of my favorite artists. But
I
I'm not
stopped
going
for
to,
a long
like,
time.
publicly praise him or, like, be him for Halloween or, like, talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
Trixie and Timmy Turner, which I've seen done a million times, so I just don't want to anymore. Uma Thurman in Kill Bill and Bill. Luann and the Camel.
Really
Wait.
Who's Lou? Like from Napoleon Dynamite?
No. That's Tina. Okay, there's this famous scene in one of the early seasons of one of the Housewives that we were watching. I had never seen it. We're watching it in Louisville, and I'm crying. And I'm like, Tyler, what if we were that for Halloween? Because it's like an icon. Like, she falls off of this camel in the craziest way. And I'm like, dude, will you
That's
be a
awesome.
fucking camel and I'll be Luann, or vice versa? Like,
Please
and I'm
do
like,
it.
no one will get it. No one will know what's going on. But that was that scene changed my life. Like, it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. And then I binge watched Real Housewives when I got my wisdom teeth out. I actually have never addressed that. I binge watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills starting from season 1, episode 1, the whole time I was getting my wisdom teeth out and recovering, which was a long time. So imagine how much ground you can cover.
Right.
And I got to like the 4th season, and I have literally never watched it again because of how fucking much I hate Bella and Gigi Hadid's mother, Yolanda.
I've seen clips. She's insane.
Hate her. Like, she is
She's a horrible person. Yeah.
Like, a disgust. And I mean,
Like, awful.
there's clearly something wrong with her too. Like, you have an eating disorder, you have body image issues. I feel for you, but like, holy shit. And beyond that, she's just so weird. She made the show so weird. Her and her husband are so weird. They're divorced now, but in the show, they're so weird. And then everyone's like, no, you have to keep watching. Like, it gets crazy with her. And I'm like, I really don't want to. Then they told me she basically she ends up having like Munchausen's, which then someone explained to me. And I was like,
what is that?
so what I have? Like, where you just genuinely think you have like crazy diseases and
right.
whatever. And I was like, why don't we call what I have that? And they're like, you have hypochondria, it's different. And then I think it was Maddie who was telling me, she was like, no, Erin, it's like crazy. Like, she like actually gives herself the symptoms. She's like telling me all this crazy shit. And I'm like, so the stuff I do? Like, yeah, everything you're saying is what I do. Like, but whatever. And I was just like, that just makes me want to watch it even less. Mm-hmm. So I've never revisited it. And
they never saw Denise Richards
and they
again.
never saw Denise Richards again, literally. So those are my possible Halloween costumes. I'll probably do none of them, and I probably won't go out because I hate Halloween. Like, I wish we still trick-or-treated. Mm-hmm. It is, I feel the same way about Halloween that I do about New Year's Eve.
Well, son of a biscuit.
Yeah. I don't know what to be for the SpongeBob thing. even.
I don't either.
I fully forgot we were podcasting.
Oh, that's
like
crazy.
Fully.
Really?
Yeah, I've just been
There's no
chatting
way
it up with you.
That is not how you talk to me in real life.
I think it is.
No,
like, I
not.
just blacked out.
I'd be like, is that AI? I found out today, or I saw on Twitter, that Ariana Grande is working on new music.
Can't wait.
Same.
I don't know. Like, I like Ariana Grande, but I don't feel like buzz and excitement over her album that I did with Olivia Rodrigo or whatever. Like, I don't really have anything to say. Like,
I'm so excited.
For sure, and I love that for you. But you know what's so funny is that every single year in my Spotify Wrapped, she's in my top 5 artists. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. That's crazy.
I do need to talk to you about my night the other night.
Okay. Oh, going out?
Yes.
Oh.
So funny. Where do we begin?
Well, it was our friend Hannah's birthday. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. I love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
That was uncanny.
I went home as Erin was on the way.
Yeah, so I played volleyball for 3 hours. And I came home, I got ready so fast. I was watching everyone's location. I placed the thing for my Uber. I confirmed my Uber. And 3 minutes after I confirm, I see everyone's leaving the location. And I was like, fuck. My Uber driver on the way there. Obviously, I told him I play volleyball. That one came up, though, because it started pouring.
And you said I love volleyball. I play it.
No.
Or you said I was playing volleyball earlier.
I was saying I was playing it for hours, and on my way home it started raining. This just started. It was crazy. It was clear all night.
I mean, you could have not.
Oh, it was such a stretch. I did not need to bring it up. So funny. And he starts telling me that he's into VR, and I'm like,
into VR.
Virtual reality.
I know what VR is. I'm not
virtual reality. He loves playing in his little Oculus.
Okay, just being into it is funny.
I know. Well, and I was like, oh, okay. So do you play volleyball virtually, or what do you mean you love volleyball? I don't even know what he meant. I still don't know what he meant. And then he starts telling me about his love of virtual reality and all these games that he plays, and how he's met people on there. And he said multiple times, oh man, there's so many stories. I could just tell you some stories. Yeah, there's just crazy stories. And I was just like, oh my God. And he was not a good driver, and it was pouring, and he accidentally went over the bridge. So then we had to come back, and he was driving not well. And I was like, God, if I die in this car with this man while he's talking to me about virtual reality, I guess take me. I don't know. That's crazy. Because if one of my biggest fears is falling off the bridge into the river.
I was just gonna say one thing about Erin is she hates the bridge.
Yeah, I hate the bridge.
You could fall
because I've had the only reason I am scared of it, I'm not really afraid of heights. I am scared of water. I will say that ocean, #1 top fear, 100%. But I have had so many vivid nightmares where I accidentally get on the bridge to Kentucky and I didn't mean to, and my steering goes out or my brakes go out or something. I didn't mean to get on the bridge. So now whenever I accidentally get on the bridge, that's when I'm like, oh fuck, this is my dream. What if it happens right now? What if the dream's an omen? Whatever. So anytime it's an accident, I'm like, this is it. Roll the windows down. I'm ready to swim, I guess. I think about it constantly. What would you do?
You take the...
I know what you would do.
Let me tell them in case they don't know. If your car goes underwater, you take your headrest on your seat, because they all come up. You open it and use it to break your window, and you get the fuck out.
But you have to wait
until you're submerged, right?
Yes, which is just...
Or else it'll fill in super fast. Mm-hmm. But if you're submerged, it'll still fill in. Just not as fast, I guess. It won't be it'll be
it'll already be filled.
Oh, you want your whole car to be filled. That's the craziest part.
That's what they say, is you put your head up against the ceiling and
I didn't know that aspect of it, so next time that happens to me, I'll be sure to...
I don't get that part of it. That's why I never know what's right.
Probably
would
so you
I'm so
swim
I would
out
just die.
with it. Like, it won't be coming at you.
Gushing at you, exactly. But
Because then how can you get out? All the glass will come at you, too.
exactly.
And the octopus
Which is
of it all.
why I always just want to have my windows down and just, I guess, let it rush. And
We
then
should
try
keep
to get out.
snorkels in our cars.
Period.
Honestly. That's not a bad idea. And life jackets, if you will.
I will.
I know you will.
Like, I fucking will. That's how scared I am of this. Like, I will literally keep prep stuff in my car. Like,
do it.
anyway, so he starts telling me about the VR, and I was like, yeah, like, I don't really, he's trying to, like, almost, like, convince me to like it, and I was just like, it just kind of makes me sick, and he was like, oh, there's, like, a mode for that, and I was like, okay.
The modes of it all.
Then he told me, I have one in the trunk, and you can try it if
That's
you want.
weird.
And he was like, I always keep a wipe with me, like, it'll be fine, and I was just like, oh, I think I'll be good. Like, I was just like, yeah, I have really bad motion sickness to everything, which is why I'm sitting in the front seat of your car right now so I won't throw up. And then we started talking about throwing up. So
And then you brought up
in the
volleyball
Uber,
again.
I run a volleyball. No, and I told him about how I used to drive for Uber. That's one thing about me too. If I'm in an Uber, I will start talking to them about how I used to drive for Uber. Like I get it. You having a good night? Yeah. Oh yeah, the zone. Yeah, for sure. I'm always in the front seat chatting it up with the Uber driver.
You really are. And then you went out.
And then I went out, and then I ended up staying out till 3 a.m. and having so much fun. What's crazy is that there was this girl there, and she just looks at me. She's so hammered, and she goes, I hate lesbians. And I think, we're a queer group. Like, I look around, and I think every person there was probably queer in some way, like most people. And I thought maybe she was kidding, and I was like, right, like, yeah. And she was like, no, like, I'm not trying to be mean, but, like, my sister's a lesbian, and, like, that's why. And I was just like, what's going on? And then there was maybe a lesbian with us. Like, I know that this girl assumed that she was a lesbian, because every time this girl would walk past her, I noticed, for the rest of the night, she would be like make faces when she walked by her, like disgusted faces.
Maybe she's a lesbian.
Something's going on for sure. But then I told a guy that we were with that happened, and he said to me, like, oh, like, don't let that bother you, like, don't worry about it. And I was like, I'm not a lesbian.
And also I'm just like,
I was just like, wow, that was crazy. But he thought I was a lesbian. He thought I was offended by it. And I was just like, oh my God, I was just telling you, this is crazy. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you were the party animal that night. You
was
texted us like 3 a.m. I was already asleep. I had a work event in the morning.
Yeah, that's why.
Which is my next topic.
Okay.
I saw the Taylor Swift movie.
You sure did, and we are seeing it.
I cried no less than like 8 times. I'm not kidding. Like, it is mesmerizing. It was so beautiful, and just like being a Swiftie for so long, like it's
just crazy.
Is
it just the tour, or is there like a little more?
Nothing more. Just the concert.
Cool.
There's a few songs cut out. She doesn't do Long Live and the Speak Now side, but that's the credit song with pictures of her fans throughout the year. So, like, I'll give her that. She cuts out 'Tis the Damn Season. I know.
I feel like...
But it's okay. And then she cut out Wildest Dreams, which is at the end of Bad Blood, so, like, whatever. But it was so good. I cried, and we're seeing it again on Thursday.
We are seeing it on Thursday.
So, yeah, so good. I can't wait. I'm going to get a cup.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to get something. I'm leaving here with something. Well, I have something so funny to share. I have 2 things that are funny to share, and I'm like, should we make a segment out of this? Should we make Mom Texts a segment? And Chloe's reactions, because Chloe always watches, and she'll, like, give me all her thoughts, like, when she's done, and it's so cute and so funny.
Yes.
But what's so funny is that Chloe, hey, Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
Who we said wanted us to give everyone aliases. Then we ended up giving Bobby's boyfriend the alias of Chloe's actual boyfriend's name.
Which is my actual boyfriend's middle name.
She watched it and she was like, that's so funny. She was answering what our fans should be called. And she said, I like the Sayers. Naysayers is the name of my real Patrick's actual podcast.
You're joking.
I swear to God.
Do me and Chloe's boyfriend have an invisible string?
Yes.
Wow.
You look so good. Okay, so the other segment is mom texts.
From your mom.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, first of all, I got this one from her earlier where she literally just said, well, she said, I'm listening to your podcast where you read my texts and found out Bobby has a boyfriend. Those emojis.
Celebration.
And then she said at 5:58 p.m., tell Bobby I'm glad he and Patrick are official. Smiley face.
Tell her thank you right now. And I miss her. That's another reason we need to start trivia. So she'll come.
You can see the mom.
So I can see the mom. One day I was texting Erin about her mom and I accidentally said the mom.
And now we just call her the mom.
The mom.
He said, is the mom coming?
Is the mom coming?
But she texted me yesterday at 2:36 p.m. out of nowhere and said, are you ready for this?
Is it going to say he's a player? I changed my mind.
It has nothing to do with him. My mother said, Romeo and Juliet was... She said, Romeo and Juliet was based on a true story and set in Italy. I went to Verona where there is still a balcony that's supposedly the one Juliet was on.
Just say I'm poor and move on. I was in Verona.
Yeah, she went to Italy like...
I didn't know Verona was even real. I thought it was made up for Shakespeare. That was a joke.
No, so apparently they are... It's based on a true story.
It's based on a true story.
I knew it, and now I'm going to say even harder things that would give Romeo and Juliet a stroke.
Okay, fair. Matt Scott, if you're watching, I do have your bag and water bottle. What's so funny is one of my topics was mental health check-in.
Doing great.
The only other one I have left is Bengals. I don't fucking know. They won. Congrats to them. Or I'm sorry.
And now we're going to turn to our sports segment where we talk about sports.
The 3 athletes I know of are Joe Burrow, Sam Hubbard, and now Travis Kelce.
You know Jamar Chase.
I know the name, yeah. I would have never
Logan
come up
Wilson. Oh, okay, wow. T. Higgins?
Yeah.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
Cool. My last and final topic is I have this toxic trait. Well, let me back up. Have any of your exes gotten engaged? Well,
no, but my best friend
married.
just did.
Aw.
I just have to say that. Congrats, Maddie and Evan. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I just said Maddie and Evie.
Yeah, Jason was married and is now divorced.
Yeah, and lives in Alaska or Japan. It's so unclear.
Don't care.
Well, one of my exes got engaged and they're all just going to start getting engaged. And I've always known that they were going to start getting engaged. Every single person I've ever dated or loved, I think, is in a serious long-term relationship. Yeah, I just feel like this is one of my toxic traits. But I've talked to a lot of people about this, and, like, I think everyone kind of feels this way. Just, like, even though, like, it doesn't mean anything, but I don't want, like, it just feels bad when they get married.
Yeah. I would. I don't
know how to explain. I mean, I'm toxic. Like, mine's a little bit more, like, possessive, I think. I'm, like...
I mean, maybe if, like, Michael got married, I'd be like, oh, but, like, not really. I'm happy right now, but because I'm in the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
so, like,
true.
nothing else matters.
I've always known which ones, when they get engaged or married, I'm going to be like...
And this was one of them.
Damn. And this was one of them, and there's a few more, and they're going to be right around the corner. I know it's coming soon. So, yeah, I just feel...
I'm sorry.
No. Sorry. I'm not even...
I know.
Not even what
You
I
got
meant to
so down.
say.
Sorry, fellas.
I'm just like... I just want to know if other people feel that way. And,
Absolutely.
Like, obviously, I've talked
That's
to
like a
people
thing.
and
It's
have.
like, oh, my ex got engaged. It's like, damn.
And you always wonder, like, what could have been. Like, even if you're happy and they're happy and it doesn't matter. It's not like... I mean, they haven't been engaged this whole time, and I haven't been thinking, like, we should get back together. Like,
right.
It's just...
It's a closing of a door.
It's definitely, like, and I'm not good at that. One, I'm a very nostalgic person, so I always think about, like, stuff, and, like, I'm also, like, a very, like, butterfly effect type person, where it's, like, if I had taken this path, like, what would have happened, and if I had made this decision, what would have happened, and I literally wish that I could live every single path and get to see every single one. That would just be like...
I literally wrote a song about that called Doors.
Oh.
About, like, there's you know that painting I made, the watercolors with all
Yes,
the colorful
I do.
doors? That's based on the song that I wrote called Doors, where it's
Wow.
like, I wish I could take all of them and also stop pushing me into them. So I get it.
I have severe commitment issues. I have issues with possessiveness. I have issues with always wanting to be, like, the most special like one that anyone's ever had, or just like ours was the most significant.
Feel that.
Even though I don't feel that way about you. But, like, I feel that way about all of them, which means that I, in turn, feel that way about none of them. But I want all of them to feel that way about me.
Mm-hmm.
And I romanticize things. Like, I make things way more significant than they were in my head. Like, and I just wonder. I'd love to talk to all my exes. Like, truth or drink when they do it with their exes. Like, I would love to pick my ex's brains. Like,
I asked Michael to do it, and he said no. Do you remember that?
No. Yes. I didn't know that was him.
Mm-hmm. I think he never got over me. I'm just kidding.
I wish. Yeah, that's the thing, is I kind of wish that none of my exes ever got over me, even though I got over them, which is so insane and toxic and possessive and just crazy.
My exes have been over me since we were dating.
And like same, probably. I don't know. I feel like all my exes doubled back though. And I love a good double back. I love like anytime we're single. That's the thing too, is like,
but it's always...
anytime we're single, I want to be able to have that, but I haven't been single in so long. I don't know why I would even, like, think about that. But, like, that's just how I've always been my whole life. Like, when I'm single, I have, like, a few people that I know I could just hit up and we could talk. And now none of us have any of that because we're all in serious relationships,
mm-hmm.
which is just, like, a crazy thing.
It is crazy. It's cuffing season.
No, I love it. I'm happy for everyone.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I'm happy you're happy for everyone.
I'm not happy for everyone.
Well, that's something for episode 9.
So I guess that's going to go ahead and be episode 8.
We did it. Thank you guys so much for watching.
We will see you next Tuesday, hopefully. Thanks for watching episode 8. We love you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I love being a political podcast.